before we came to Discovery Day, we were an office that did chiropractic adjustments, soft tissue work, rehab, and functional medicine. But we didn't have a way to package that all together and make it a program for someone, right? We kind of piecemealed it together, and we'd sort of feel out the person and be like, well, I think maybe they'll probably go for this if we, convince them to do it. And I guess not convince them. It was a matter of educating them, and we did a lot of one-on-one education with people. And when we connected with that person, we were able to get it to click, and they would do what we asked. But when you pay every time you come in, eventually you're like, well, that's really stressful, and so that's not helping the problem either. So when we got to Discovery Day, the stuff Charlie was talking about in terms of creating a program and creating that education in a group setting so that there's support for people, and having them pay up front so they don't have to pay every time they come in, and learning more of the back-end business stuff so that I wasn't questioning when I'm looking at numbers what exactly I'm looking at as I'm doing it. So for us, it filled in a lot of, if not all of the gaps of areas that we felt like we didn't have a really good grasp on things. And instead of now hoping that one or the other of us has the right answer and arguing as to which of us has the right answer and then not coming to any conclusion and then spinning our wheels and doing the same thing again in a week or a month, we now have people to ask questions to and get some feedback on so that we can move forward instead of just kind of hanging out. So probably the most impactful thing for us in our practice has been Eric's improvement on his communication. The biggest complaint and piece of feedback that I got from patients when I would send them over to him to work on some functional medicine aspect with them was that they'd come back to me on their next chiropractic visit, and despite the fact that I knew that they could help them, I knew that he could help them, and I could kind of talk their why with them, he couldn't make that connection with them. And so they'd come back to me and say, well, he gave me a lot of information and it sounds good, but I don't know why that means anything to me. I don't know how that's going to help me. And so since working with you guys, I consistently hear that they're excited to work. People are excited to work with him, and it makes sense. And we're, there's always room for improvement. So we're still working on elements of communication. I know there are things that I need to work on too. But going from, making a referral across the office and hoping that something would sink in, and now being at a point where I can make a referral across the office, or someone can come in directly from a dinner talk actually, and feel like not just that he knows what he's talking about, but he knows what they need and how to help them, and them feeling like they want to make that commitment. And oh my gosh, it's totally worth it. I sat there on Discovery Day and I was like, I don't know about this. This is a serious investment. And we're not all the way to where we want to go by any means, but I feel like at this point we've got direction and we have encouragement, and we've got, the mentorship is huge. Like I was saying earlier, we now, when we have a question, we have someone to ask. And it's totally worth it. We've grown so much. We still have a ton to do, but I would highly recommend it for sure.